What's up, everybody? Going live again. It's been a while since I've been on here, so we're gonna go live. Got to make some more saucers tonight, as usual. So I think we'll get going with them. Hope everybody's doing well. TRX, what's up? How you doing tonight? Or just afternoon, evening? Hello, random smiley faces. Sabrina's Suburban Garden. Good evening. Good evening to you. How are you doing, Sabrina? Thanks for tuning in. Hope everybody's doing well. Starting off with saucers again, as always. TRX, need a mod yet? No, I don't need a mod yet, I don't think. But thank you so much. Appreciate your offering. Yeah, maybe once it gets a little bigger, a little crazier in here, then maybe. But I do appreciate you. So yeah, right now I'm making saucers for my 10-pound pots, which are pretty decent size. I've actually been making some bigger items lately, which are fun. Actually, I could probably, I already cleaned up my hands, but I'll show you a couple of them. Yeah, TRX, I don't know if you heard me, but yeah, I don't need a moderator yet, but I do appreciate you. So yeah, some of the, here's how I've been making some of these. Check out these guys. You can see how big those are. These are 25-pound pots. These are some big. These are big. These are probably, I don't know, 11 inches by 15, something like that. So yeah, I've been making those lately, but I can't make saucers for those because my wooden bats aren't big enough, plus they crack. So Sabrina, Suburban Garden, it's beautiful. Thank you so much, Sabrina. I appreciate that. Yeah, I made quite a bit of them. I don't know. Made probably 20 of those. But I can only fit 3 of those or so into the kiln at a time because they're so big. So you have to make a lot of little things to fit around everything to fill up the kiln to make it a worthy firing. Hope everybody's doing well. Let's see. Do you make pottery feet? I don't. My stepmom actually makes them for my dad's pots, but I don't. I haven't made them. I have made them in the past. She actually extrudes them with an extruder. Me personally, when I made them, I actually would throw them on a wheel. I throw a bat and then cut it and then create the feet. So I've done it before. I just haven't. I don't know. Most people that buy my pots are using them for, indoor use, or they want a saucer to go with them. So mainly just make saucers with them. But they do look cool with pottery feet. So yeah, I'm gonna do a batch of these saucers for the 10-pound pots, and then I have to make a batch of saucers for my 4-pound pots. So that's what's on the docket today, guys. What else is new, right? Well, thanks for hitting the like button, guys. Appreciate that. So it just says my name and the number 10, which indicates that it goes with my 10-pound pots. So, and it's also part of the pricing. That's how I figure out all the pricing. So we have a list at the shop that says this poundage equals this weight or this price kind of thing. So it works out. You guys can't see my face. I have a wall right behind me, so like if I put my camera up, you wouldn't even see the wheel. So I need to almost make a new like area to make pots. Janelle's killing right. Hi, bud. Hey, how's it going? Thanks for tuning in tonight or this afternoon. I guess 5 o'clock evening. It's evening for me. Well, thanks for tuning in. Making saucers for my 10-pound pots. I wish I could make saucers for the pots I've been making all the last 2 weeks or so. I've been making some really big pots. 25-pound pots, maybe we do a couple 50-pound pots this week. So that's what's on the docket. But 25-pound pots came out pretty nice, so they are about, yeah, probably 12-inch by 16, something like that. I did just show them previously, but I can grab one and show you if you want. Let me know in the comments. I think it's almost time for me to make a whole new setup here, like it's my basement, but have it set up so you can actually see my face, because I keep, to be able to see the wheel, I have to be like this and I don't sit. So maybe try a different angle. I don't even know if that would work. If it was up like that, see, that would look odd. I don't know, guys. Let me know. Let's see, Janelle Skillenwright's been waiting. Who have been off for a while? Show a big one. Yeah, I've been off of the live feeds just for this last week. It got too crazy with being at the shop, and I was making big 25-pounders. I think I made 20 of them. And by the time I'm done with those, my arms are swollen. My brain hurts. But I'll show in a second. Just have to clean up my hands and grab one here. I have a few that fired out. I can only fit 3 in the kiln at a time because they're so big. And I'm actually going to be making some real big ones this week. So probably ones that will, well, definitely ones that will only be able to fit 1 in my kiln at a time. My kiln's about 22 inches high, so the pots will be just around there. Runaway Chris, is this what you do for a living? Sure is, yeah. This is what I do, yeah. I've been making pots since, and selling pots to the public since the mid-90s. So, yeah, this is what I do. I'm an old potter. But, yeah, here's one of those big boys. This is white in color, so. This is a 25-pound pot. I don't know if you can see how big this is from looking at it. But, yeah, they came out, pretty cool. They're big. That's for sure. So to do that, it takes a lot of force. So when I was doing that during the day, I'm like, I can't go live at night. I mean, I should have went live doing it at the shop, but we get so many people in and out of the shop that the live feed would be strange because I'd be talking to customers that were coming in and all that. Yeah, let's see. Nice one, Skillful Guy. I appreciate it. Thanks, Runaway Chris. That's nice of you to say. Do you sell privately or trade? I do both. Well, not privately, but I don't know if I do privately. I guess I sell to 36 stores. I sell on my website, wolfpottery.com, and I also sell or share a retail showroom with my father in Bantam, Connecticut, and live in Goshen, so I go down there 5 days a week. So I work about, I don't know, 80 or so hours a week. Kind of crazy, but it is what it is. Janelle Skelton, right, special order. A couple of those work, yeah. And I just figured I'd keep going and making more. So people always ask when they come in the shop, can I get, bigger stuff? And I can't ship big stuff because for one, the shipping's so expensive, and for two, shipping and heavy and fragile. Yeah, shipping heavy and fragile is stupid, and you can't make stupid. Yeah. Annabelle writes, what are you doing with all those pots you make? I sell them. I'm a potter by trade. This is what I do for a living. So, make pots. All these go under my, right now, the ones I'm making right now go under my 10-pound pots. So, that's what I'm doing right now. Just making a ton of them. Runaway Chris, brilliant. I love to hear about successful, hardworking entrepreneurs. Well done. Oh, thanks so much. I appreciate your kind words there, Runaway Chris. And if you enjoy watching, you can most certainly subscribe. I go on, try to been go on lately. Last week I didn't as much because I was making those big pots like I just said, but I'll be doing more lives. So, but I also have a bunch of long form content you guys can always check out and all that good stuff. I haven't done too many shorts lately, but yeah, I got long form content on there. Sub, off to bed here. Oh, where are you at? See you next time. Oh, thanks so much for subscribing. I appreciate that. It's nice of you. Where are you at? If you're off to bed, maybe, oh, you wrote brilliant. Am I wrong to assume you're in UK? And if you are, I hope you have sweet dreams. Northern Ireland. Oh, nice. Beautiful. I've yet to hit up Ireland. I got to go over to England and the lower part of Scotland, but I did not get to go over to Ireland, which I would have loved to have done. So maybe someday. But thanks for tuning all the way from Ireland. That's awesome. Janelle Skeleton writes, nice. Cool. Jesus. That one's a little, it's a newer bat. So these wooden bats that I throw pots on, when they're new, they really get stuck. You can see I almost ripped my finger off. Whatever, that's what super glue's for. But yeah, the older ones, like this one, they just slide right on the holes. So there's 2 little holes in the back, wooden bat, and then there's 10 on center, little knobs here. Put them on, connected. Pretty much a false bottom. Let's see here. I'm having trouble reading on the other one. There's like a heart or something in the way. Annabelle writes, should the hallmark go on the back? I'm in London. We'll search for pottery class. I think when I found one years ago, it was quite expensive. Yeah, that classes can be quite expensive. I actually put the branding on the top of the saucer. That way people don't get confused that this is actually a dinnerware plate, because most dinnerware plates would not have a name on the front. So because these are used for saucer and not intended, and most certainly not recommended for food use, these are for all my planters. So if I were to make actual plates, I would not definitely put on you know, the name or whatever right on there. Ugchugs, hey, how's it going? I just tuned into Ugchugs, Chad from Ugchugs channel earlier, and I think I just saw Angela in there. Hi, Angela. Hope you're having a good evening. Hope you're doing well. or afternoon. Yeah, it's afternoon for you. So yeah, if you guys are, for everybody watching, Chad from Ugg Chugs, he's another. We keep joking that we're pottery brothers from different mothers, and yeah, it's kind of the case. But I'm gonna clean up my hands here because I actually got 2 of Chad's mugs from Ugg Chugs. So this is what Ugg Chugs makes. These are Cone 10 High Fire. This is like an Albany slip substitute glaze with face. And then I got a real big boy here. This is a Johnny Depp Mega Pint. So yeah, I've been using these pretty much every day. So if I drank coffee out of this one though, I would be buzzing. So this is what he makes, and you guys should definitely go check out his channel and buy a mug from him because they're cool. So I'm thrilled to have them, and yeah, so it's great to have other potter stuffs. A lot of people don't. I've talked with a lot of other potters like in the area here, and they're like, "Why are you in my shop buying, pots for me? You make pots." It's like, yeah, well, I don't want to see my own pots every day. Plus, I don't do Cone 10 glazeware often, and when I do, I kind of need to sell it to make my money. So, they work for beer too. I know. Yeah, I have a problem with beer. I don't drink it. Makes me sick. So, I can have a cocktail, but that'd be one mean cocktail. No. Let's see. Here in London, there's a Poundland, where you can buy cups for $1 or €1. Very cool. Yeah, the potters in England are just awesome. I was over there in 2000. Nope, 2001. And we went to a few potteries, and wow, what a beautiful country you have, and what amazing tradesmen over there. The potters over there are just really cool. We went up to a really cool one in Ripon, which was where Fountains Abbey is. So we get to check out the Abbey. Then we went over, checked out this potter. He's awesome. There's Witchford Pottery over there, who also makes flower pots. Actually follow a guy on Instagram named Gabriel Nichols. He's amazing. I think he's in the, I guess it would be eastern part of the country. It's not Hull, but it's somewhere over that way. It's something upon something. Skeleton Rights. I've tried Ugg Chugs, but doesn't soon have to be gone live. No, he actually took the week off. And it was funny because I was pretty much taking a week off too. I think I did go live once, but he was taking a week off too. He has kids. They need to go back to school. They go back to school, I think a few weeks earlier than the kids up this way. But yeah, he just did a live earlier today. I jumped in real quick and watched, and he was making bowls on bowls, a lot of bowls. And tonight I'm making saucers on saucers for the flower pots. So yeah, he's back at it. Let's see. I'm gonna say your name wrong. Abhinav Artworks. In India, there is no motor rotated with a stick. I know. Yeah, I love the craftsmen in India. There was a video that I watched, and I actually. I don't know if YouTube's gonna allow me to put it up, but my father and I did a podcast review of the video over top of it, and what amazing craftsmanship you have over there. What amazing clay it looks like in your ground. And yeah, some really amazing craftsmanship going on over there. So another place that would be really cool to check out for potters. But yes, you take the stick, you go like that, get it going. And, old timers, that'd obviously be kick wheels, which I've only used probably 3 times in my life. I wasn't too fond of it. I'm very happy to have these electric Shimpo Whisper is at least that I use here. I can't be more thrilled to have electricity for the wheels. And also some of the potters over there, if they do have a motor running, looks like they were running off of maybe like a diesel generator or something. And the wheel is running non-stop, so it would run and you'd have to pick up real quick, put off to the side, and pick up real quick, put off to the side. So there's all these different things. Jokes, your wheel is so quiet. Yeah, Shimpo Whisper, except for the handle. I put on right where the handle connects. I usually use like a PB blaster, or a WD doesn't work as good, but PB blaster, and that usually handles that. But that's why they call it a Whisper. So, I mean, my first wheel I had from Shimpo, that I learned on in, I guess, the 80s, really. It was like, whoa! I mean, I wouldn't be able to do a video with audio. That was really loud. So, but these are very quiet. They're, shaft driven by hand, so that's the way I learned. It's funny because I have to do I'm actually going up to teach pottery on the Cape this coming September here, and I know they all have foot driven pedals, so I probably will do the last time I did a demonstration. I used to fly out to Wisconsin all the time and go to Kohler, where they make all the toilets and all the good stuff. Anyway, I fly out there at Kohler Gardner, and we used to do demonstrations usually once a year. And I haven't done that obviously in a long time, but out there we use, I think, Bailey's wheels, and so it was foot driven, but I put up the foot pedal up right next to the wheel, and then use my hand. Adapt and react. Annabelle writes, I'll find a suitable pottery class. I'll make an ashtray and a vase. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you'll find one. I'm sure there's one that's cost effective. A lot of especially here, luckily with YouTube, which is a great thing, you can really study what people are doing by watching. And that's a huge portion of learning. So watch people's videos, different potters, different methods. And then when you get your chance to actually get onto the wheel, and especially if you said if it's really expensive for pottery classes over there, then by that point you'll have a good idea of what's going on. Plus, that's what traditional apprentices did. They'd get all your clay ready, they'd get everything going, they'd help you take the pot off the wheel. They do that for like 4 or 5 years. And then one day the potter would be like, okay, your turn. And they'd switch up, and they'd just be able to do it because they wash it so much, they got the feel for the clay. That's going back all the way to, there's a great video on it called Isaac Button Pottery, which is a really cool potter. I think he's English, from, probably the 50s and 60s, the video's from. That's a great video to watch to show that, apprenticeship, journeymanship, that whole method of learning. But you'll get there. And if you're going to make an ashtray and a vase, that's awesome. Chugs, let's see. Yeah, Chugs. Yeah, no, with the hand. Yeah, it's like adapt and react, right? Chugs, ever had an apprentice? I don't. I haven't. I mean, I can't consider my wife an apprentice because she just does. But no, I've not done a traditional apprenticeship, or even internship for that matter. I don't know. I'm not against it. There's a point where it's like, you have to, as a potter, and trying to make enough money to be able to pay somebody a good wage on top of your wage and your family's wage, it can get a little hairy. So I haven't done it, and maybe someday I will. But like I said, I'm going to be doing a teaching class up in Truro, Massachusetts, on Cape Cod, which is kind of right next to where my wife and I got married, which is great. And yeah, my father and I are going to be doing throwing by the gallon is the course. So I think there's 10 potters, 10 wheels, and we're going to work with each and every one of them. And while I'm up there, we're going 2 days early because they have a new soda kiln, salt glaze kiln. So we're gonna make literally probably a ton of clay into pots for them to salt glaze for us. So I'm excited. I don't have to do any of the glazing, and they're gonna do it all for us. So thrilled to be doing that. Plus, I get to teach and hang out and watch people have fun. So. Let's see, Annabelle, people can pay you to learn. I know they can. It's just tough. Like, it's tough to have enough wheels. These wheels used to be cheap when I bought this one. Well, cheaper. I did not buy this one. This wheel that I'm working on was given to me by Shimpo. It was my first and only sponsorship I ever got. It was going on Martha Stewart on her show, and Shimpo caught wind, and they sent me 2 free wheels. So my dad has one of them and I have the other one. So yeah, she was featuring me on the live NBC show, and she was live on NBC. And so this wheel I got for free. The other one, I have the same thing, and that one, I think it was $700 when I bought it, and now I think they're in the $1,400 range USD. So let's see. Oak trucks. I've had 2. They were paid with experience and studio access. Perfect. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, and you obviously have your wife too helping. So same deal, husband and wife team. And guys, yeah, if you're watching, go sub to Ugg Chugs, because he's got a great live feed. He goes live, what was it, Monday through Friday. What is it, 12 to 3 Central Time? Do I have that right? I think it's 1 to 4 here, or something like that. I don't know. I know. Well, that's why I didn't say Karen, my wife, is an apprentice, because she most certainly is not. Well, don't let Megs do that to you. They're Ugg Chugs. Well, you could try it. Try one of your Instagram stories. I love your Instagram stories. You guys should go follow him on Instagram as well. Yeah, I think he's on at Ugg Chugs. Same with me. I'm at Wolff Pottery on Instagram as well. But they throw in some good stories when you're following them, and it's great to see their banter back and forth with each other. It's very reminiscent. It's a little too creepy how things are so the same for us there, Chad. And about it's cheap here to buy a lot of vases, cups, etc. here in London. Then there's Amazon. Seems like it would be hard to make a decent living off of pottery. Well, you build up a following of people that actually want handmade things. So I've been lucky. I've had no problem with that, and make a great living. Pay all my bills and all this stuff off of pottery. So it's very good. It's fun to do. Yeah, I'm not a rich man by any means, but yeah. Let's see. Reese, hey Ben, hey, and Chet, hey, how's it going? Saucy Man, hey, what's up, Sauce Man? How you doing today? Let's see. I had an older DVR that had your old Martha show on it. Oh, did you? Do you still have that? Is that the live one when I was on NBC? Because if you actually have that, please contact me via my website and let me know. Because I actually, out of all people, do not have that one show. I've been on Martha's show, I don't even know, dozens of times in various situations. But the big one where she, fully featured me and had me on her live NBC show, I do not have a copy of that. And it's a little sad. I guess I can get a hold of her and see if she can find somebody to get me it. But it is that one. Okay, Joe, let's get one. I'm gonna have to contact them, and we'll figure that out. Because if you have that, I'd love to get that. It's so funny because I was 27 when I went on. It was 2007, and I'm usually good under camera, but I guess right before Martha was like, "Hey, you realize you're going out in front of 4 million people? Are you ready?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm ready." And then she was like, "Well, is your website ready?" And I was like, "Ugh." So I was pretty nervous, to be honest with you, and I ended up saying the word absolutely numerous times. I mean, it was like I was a spokesperson for Absolute Vodka. Absolutely. I didn't. So it'd be funny for me to find that video actually and cut every one of those absolutes and make a short out of it, because that would be ridiculous. Or it might be embarrassing to watch. Sauce Man, some sauce, bro. Angel Bugs, oh Martha. Yeah, I know, yeah, exactly. Wow, she's a sweetheart. And she's been certainly probably my biggest supporter aside from my wife and family. But yeah, for out in the world, having one of the most famous, if not the most famous woman on the planet, pushing your stuff, saying how much she likes it, that certainly helps. So, and she's quite a nice person. Never had a bad moment with her. Had to leave the box when I moved out. Oh, wait a minute. You used to have it on DVR or whatever it was, and then you threw it out? Damn it. Just my luck. Annabelle, maybe you should have had some vodka to help you relax before I went out. Yeah, that probably would have helped. But we also did that, and then I actually, my father and I, that's kind of our little claim to fame. We actually played music on the outro. We were the only musicians to ever play on the Martha Stewart show. And literally the next episode was when she hooked up and met Snoop Dogg. So it was cool. It was a cool time of life. Quite the experience. Right? That was amazing. Trying to get 2 wheels down to the city. I'm pretty much a country boy up here in Connecticut, but got 2 wheels down to the city, and then I made 250 1-pound pots, one for everybody in the audience. Yeah. Chugs, gotta head out, go cook dinner. It's taco night. Nice. Beef or chicken. Enjoyed hanging out, man. Thanks for the kind words. Oh, of course. No, thank you. You're such a good guy. And thanks for always giving me shout outs in your live feeds. I appreciate it. And I hope you have a good dinner with your wife and family there. And have a good night. Maybe if I can, I'll tune into your live tomorrow when I get to take a break. So, but yeah. Thanks for tuning in, Chad from Mug Chugs. Let's see. Janelle's coming with its cable box left behind. Okay. Yeah, of course. One day I'll find it. I can just get a hold of her. Maybe we'll find it. Can't you find it online looking for all of her shows? Yeah, well, I have. I have looked at it and have found it before, but there was no real way to save it at that point. Now that all of our phones can screenshot and screen record and all that stuff, I would be able to do it. But it was up for a while, and then it's not. So, I mean, the other ones I've been on, some of them are up there. So, but that'd be really good to get that one. If you're searching for it, it was called The Pot Show with Jimmy Fallon, because Jimmy Fallon was just taking over the Tonight Show. So he was just out there promoting it. He was real nice to hang out with too. But yeah, that's what the show is called. I forget the episode number, but yeah, that was called The Pot Show with Jimmy Fallon. So funny name. Janelle's going, I've looked too. I know, right? I've looked. I get sick and tired of, I'm not good with like Googling myself. I don't like doing that. Sorry guys, I keep walking away and not explaining what I'm doing. I'm stacking all the saucers that I'm making off to the side here. People have been here before, no, but you've looked to and Snoop. Yeah, this actually on YouTube. I think there are a couple of like the Snoop ones with him making the one that he did. They made chicken together. That was their first interaction. So that was I think the episode right after. I do have a couple pictures from it, from that event, but I'll find it at some point. I haven't tried that hard. I can most certainly contact a bunch of people to maybe send me a copy of that. So, and at this point, I don't know. Does anybody here have Peacock? Because I don't have that. Maybe there's old episodes of it on there. If there is, then it's definitely on there. Right, the Pot Show. Right. Yeah, I know. Exactly. They call it the Pot Show. They should have had him on instead of Jimmy Fallon, but that would be cool. Snoop seems like a nice guy. Haven't met him yet. It'd be cool to hang out with him. I don't know if I'd be able to hang out with him. I have the free account. It's okay. Okay, for the Peacock. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have it either. Yeah, Angela, strange couple markets. Well, it's a very marketable. It's a good move for marketing on their end. But yes, I thought so too. But she's got nothing but nice things to say about him, from what I've heard from her. So I'm sure he's cool. You know, Scott writes hello. Annabelle, do you have kids? My wife and I do not have children. We have a puppy though. He's puppy for life. He's 4 years old, but he's puppy brain for life. So he's gonna be a kid forever. He isn't growing up. I can tell you that much. But nope, we don't have kids. I need a sip of water. And quantity H2O is what I need. Is it Rhea? Yeah, I think Rhea C. If I'm saying your name wrong, Rhea, I'm sorry. Says she has a free account with the Peacock, and I don't have it, so I wonder if it's on there. I know some of our other shows were for a while, but then all of our shows went over to Roku channel. I'm trying to find like old episodes of her live NBC show, which was NBC, so that should be Peacock. I don't know. Yeah. No, sorry, just need a glass of water. Should be drinking out of Ug Chug's mug over there. But pottery gets dusty down here. I don't know if you can tell, but when you have open glass down here, let it sit. I don't want to drink too many clay dust particles. You're right. Depends on where the rights were sold to, but it may be in multiple places. Yeah, I know. Right. Well, I'm gonna just go to the source and ask. I will find it, but it would be cool to have it. And it'd actually be cool to make a YouTube video of it, because 2007 to me doesn't sound that long ago, but it's a long time ago. And I'm sure if I look back, I'm like, whoa. A youngin. I was 27 years old at the time. 43. Oh man, this is making me feel old. Yeah. Let's see. Annabelle writes, it's been interesting watching Going to Bed or Going to Head to the Corner Shop. Nice. I've subbed, so if I get motivation, I may look at that show for you. Oh, cool. Oh, thanks so much. And thanks for subbing. And thanks for watching all the way in London, right? You're in London? Appreciate you. So nice. So nice of you to subscribe, and hope you have a good evening. I guess it's evening for you over there. So yeah. And if I'm still here when you get back, check in. But I think I'll be on for another hour and a half or something like that. Let's see. Rita says 2007 Netflix was still mail order. That's it. It was. I think it was. I don't even know how far along that really was. I mean, they were just killing off. They were just killing off Blockbuster, trying to, and they succeeded. Yes, it's nighttime, nearly 11 p.m. See ya. All right, see ya. Yeah, get some sleep. And thanks for subscribing. Yeah, I do remember those days. I remember when before Blockbuster came around. So we had like the Ma and Pa VHS tape places here. Where you'd have to wait like, I don't even know how long. You could end up waiting weeks for a movie that you wanted to watch because somebody never returned it and this and that. Then when Blockbuster came, they always had like 4 of everything. But before that, yeah, so my dad has a shop in Bantam. And when I was a very little kid, there was, right next to the gas station in Bantam was a video store, VHS tape rental. Let's see. Janelle Skelton, Ugchugs do some lives. Yeah, he was doing lives today. And I think he'll be doing one tomorrow. Rhea writes, take care, Annabelle. Yeah, take care. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Appreciate you. Yeah. I did too. VHS. Laser disc. I know, right? I don't know. There's something about the VHS tapes that just, I'm not saying it was better. It's obviously better nowadays, but there was something just so real about it. Yeah, be kind and rewind, right? Yeah, I don't know. It's just something more. I mean, it was like a mission to pause it, for one. It was a mission to pause and a mission to rewind your spot. So when the VHS tape was on, attention was on. There was no, oh, hang on. And then we'll come back to this in an hour. We're going to watch this whole thing all the way through right now. So I think attention spans were much higher back in the 80s. Why isn't it like that anymore? I've got my thoughts why, but those are just my own. Angela writes, the good old days of Blockbuster movies. I know, right? Exactly. I actually even really liked it before Blockbuster even came. When it was just Ma and Pa stores and because they put in everything, and Blockbuster just killed it. I think it would, in thinking about it, it's fair. What happened, because Blockbuster destroyed the Ma and Pa stores, and those people, like, they would invest, like, it was in everything they made, they were investing back into the business. So you rent a VHS tape, but they actually had to buy that VHS tape, and it wasn't $20 to buy. You'd have to buy it for like $70, $80. So they'd have to rent it like 8 times to get that VHS tape to rent. And then Blockbuster came along and destroyed their stores because they could buy them at wholesale in a bigger volume. And then Netflix came around and destroyed them. So what's fair is fair. It's all fair in the end. Yeah. All right, hands on, not like now. Skelton writes, yes. A lot of hands on. But there's cool things about today's world too. I wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing right now, hanging out with all you guys here and live on YouTube. I know it would sound like upstairs that I'm talking to myself in the basement, but talking to you guys through my phone, which is, the phone is just an app on my device at this point. Doesn't have a cord wrapping around the big corner where you're hiding from your parents. You're like, hey, how's it going, buddy? My house, we had rotary phones forever, so there was no quietly calling if you needed to. We had to which I think there's only a couple people in this chat right now that understand what I'm saying. Actually, maybe all you guys do. I've had to explain to my niece and to a few other kids that, you know, what actually was happening. I asked somebody, my niece, what a TV guide was. Not the guide on the channel? Nope. You got a book once a week. Said what was going to be on. By the end of the week, it was all brown. Stained, coffee stained or whatever stains on it. And written all over it, and there's crosswords in there. And so, yeah, that was interesting to watch her face on that one. Yes, Angela Vox writes, bigger fish eating smaller fish, but hey, it's, yes, agreed. Completely agreed with you, yep. I think that, I mean, because I actually was friends with 2 video store owners. My dad was more so, but we were family friends with them. I remember their heartache when Blockbuster came in, and yeah, that wasn't cool. But hey, it's the same thing with everything. Potters went through the same thing. When a tin can was invented, I wasn't around for it, but potters scrambled, figure out what to do, and that's when pottery became an art or a craft. Before that, it was a trade. If you didn't have a pottery in your town, you were eating off of a little block of wood or something. So you needed the pots. You needed the pots for jugs. You needed the pots to store your food for the winter. Like I said, and then the invention of the tin can came along, and bam! All of a sudden that changed. So it's just been happening forever. It's not a bad thing, but adapt, react, move on. Joe's going, do you even want to talk about my I knew every page of that, Mark. Exactly. Yeah, similar. Well, I think we're similar age, right? So yeah, it is what it is. But as weird as a lot of it was, and some people, obsess about how bad things were, it was really cool. We got to see a lot of, we got to see before the internet, we got to see all this stuff, and then we got to see the growth of it. So in my generation, which I'm 43, I actually think it's like a perfect, I think it's kind of a cool area. I mean, personally, I would have liked to live in the 50s, but there's other stuff I wouldn't have liked in the 50s. I liked the music, I liked this, I liked that. But amenities of certain types, and all that stuff, and what was going on in the world, sure, I might not want to have been around for that. But to live through the 80s, 90s, and on for my life, I think it's a pretty cool time. And who knows where things will go from here, too. I mean, it's going quick, so... We'll find out, but I do think if technology kind of stopped around 98, 99, it would have been cool, but then we wouldn't be able to do this, right? Yes, real life. Yep, exactly. Back when we had to wait an hour to get on the internet to a dial tone. I do like the ability to look up information. It's hard to sift through garbage of it, but for basic facts, it's very nice to be able to look up so quick. If you have a question about something and be able to find it as quick as you can. Back in the day, we'd make it up with each other. We're like, who was in that movie? Yeah, that was Al Pacino. Was it Al Pacino? Yeah, yeah. And by the end of it, we all agreed that it was Al Pacino. Or it wasn't Al Pacino. But we went on thinking about it. We were able to healthily talk with each other about things. But anyway, it sounds like I'm not being optimistic. I am optimistic. Everything's fine. So these are 4-pound saucers. And yeah, I got to make a batch of these. These are, again, you guys have watched me all these times, but I have just stacks and stacks of saucers, and every weekend they go down to nothing. So I'm out of these again completely. And I needed some space. I had some space in the kiln because I could just fit 3 of those big number 25s in there. But there is some room for stuff like this around them. So that's what I'm making today. I do like making bigware. One of these days on the live feed, I'll do some big stuff. Kind of hard to film it here though, because I mean you could see it happen, but the pot is literally so big that the sides would be out of the frame. So, and I can't really go back any farther. So I kind of explained it earlier, but behind me or behind you is a wall. So that's why I can't get like the full view of me making pots, and you can see my face at all times. So you get to see my head's cut off and that whole thing, so whatever. One of these days, I think I'm gonna rearrange some of this stuff so I can, I know it sounds silly to rearrange this whole place for live feeds, but they're fun to do. And it would be nice to have a, just a little bit better of a setup. And I'm actually gonna do, I talked to my dad, I'm gonna do a couple live feeds down at his shop. That way I can show you guys the shop, which would be very interesting. You could see the kilns, you can see how, all those are loaded. You could see the showroom with all the pots, and show all the work. So right now you're just getting to see me make, but skeleton rice. Funny you got it. Yeah, I guess. Angela, I'm solid addicted to my phone. I don't know what I'd do without it. I actually left earlier today, this morning. I had to do some random things. I left my phone at home on purpose because I just wanted to feel like what it felt like in the past. I actually was, like I could feel that something was going, like there was something not with me, so it was an odd feeling. And is it weird that that happens? But it's nice to separate from that. We're so dependent on it. I mean, I definitely sleep with it in another room, which I feel bad about because family or something is calling and there's some problem. Like, I'm going to deal with it tomorrow. But there is a thing about it. I think it's just because I know you're listening to me all the time. I said one word yesterday. I said something about Chris Cornell singing. I said, what is he doing in that chorus? I feel like there is another track of him singing, like a harmony that I'm not hearing in the song. About an hour later, I turned on YouTube. First thing that came up, Chris Cornell, audio or lyrics only. They figured out that's what I wanted to hear. That was the first thing that came up. All I did was say it. I was listening to this song and I said, man, I want to hear what he actually did in the recording. Thing listened to me, sent me that video. So, this doesn't just happen once in a while. So, we're all fine with it, because it is what it is, but yeah, I was like, whoa. Let's see here. Skeleton Ranch. I'd love to see. Wait, I'm sorry. I'm gonna look over here. I need glasses, guys. I'd love to see more shop life. Oh, very cool. Yeah, I will. Yeah, I'd love to see your shop. And yeah, I will do that soon. At some point. I also realize I say a lot. Another word I gotta erase. Yes, I will do this. The problem is that it's not long of a drive for me. It's about 17 minutes. But setup, breakdown, everything, that's another 20 minutes. And then setting up, what's in that when I go live. So I would have to do that at night. So it would be a very late night driving home. But I will definitely do it because I think you guys would like to see it. And I would like you guys to see it. So I'm there all the time. And usually that time of night, nobody comes in to buy anything. So apparently he's been having people show up late night asking if they can come in and buy pots. And this is what it is. Litchfield County is turning into New York City. And I appreciate you guys. Angela and Janelle, you guys are always watching. Thank you so much for always watching. I appreciate you. I think I'm almost at my watch hour time. I needed like 3,000 to get the first stage of monetization, as they call it. I think I only need like 3 hours. Or no, it wasn't 3 hours. It was like 40 hours. So that's not far away. And then the next stage of real monetization is at 4,000 watch hours. So who knows? We might hit that, guys. If everybody watches the videos, and the long form videos and all that stuff, that all adds up. So, and I appreciate everybody that does watch them. So, can I hit that to get her away? There's like a part on there that, oh yeah, get rid of it. I think it got rid of it. Whatever. Saucer. Welcome, Rights. I'm back. You're back. Welcome. Thanks for tuning back in. Back. Appreciate you tuning back in. Hope you are having a good evening. I forget where you are. Welcome. But wherever you are, I hope you're having a good one. You just got home. Nice. just kind of doing saucers again this evening. Made a bunch of it. Last week I've been lackluster on going live. I was making a lot of large 25-pound pots, and they really took a lot out of me. In fact, my back is killing me. Not but for real, it really is. It's hard to compress clay when you're bending over like that, when you have a lower back sciatic nerve damage problem, but it is what it is. What's this? My friend stepped on you. How so? Your foot? Were you laying on the ground? What happened? We need to know. Everybody in here needs to know. Hope you're okay, by the way. I wasn't just laughing at that. I was laughing at the sentence of it. I hope everybody that watches me, and watches the videos, I add in a lot of New England sarcasm, which is a complete joke. That's just what we do here in New England. We're really sarcastic people, but it's all in fun and humor, so. Yeah, Angela writes, we've got questions, welcome. We're wondering, now which part of the body did they step on, huh? Oh, I was sitting, then he kind of fell on me. Okay. All right. Well, fell and stood on you, apparently. Ouch. Hope you're okay. I'm not being sarcastic. I do hope you're okay. My stomach, ouch, yep. Can you look into whatever this guy has done? What? What is that, Janelle Skelton? Can you look into whatever this guy is doing? I don't know. I can't look at anything. He stepped on my stomach. Wait. Is that what it says? Yeah, it is what it says. Sorry. I'm realizing more and more it's time for glasses, and I am a full denier in it. I don't want to wear glasses. They're just going to slide off my head, and I got to find the right ones. Listen to it. I'm not wearing contacts. I don't put anything on my eyeball. I think they're saying he wants me to stay on the topic about power. I don't care what topic you guys talk about. You can talk about anything. There's certain things I won't respond to, but you're more welcome to talk about whatever you want. Free speech. That's the way I look at it. Talk away. If you're hurt, I hope you're okay. Getting stepped on in the stomach, that's not fun. Or what you're doing. Glasses. Can't see with them, can't see without them, Angela writes. Exactly. That's probably what happened to me. I don't know. I've been lucky for this long that I can at least... The problem, I can tell you what the problem is. I do know what it is. Okay, so if you ever watch other potters, there's a lot of times where their head's going like this when the pot's going around. So what I do is I actually look past... I'll show you. So I look past what I'm doing. So I'm actually looking at everything in my peripheral vision. So instead of looking at the pot, and see, I could focus and slow it down. I could focus on that one lump that's right there. You can see. Instead of doing that, I'm looking here and I'm looking here. So I'm looking through it. So once it becomes even, it's like I'm blurring my eyes the whole time. So when you're on the wheel non-stop and you do that, it's gonna make you, you know, I don't know if you can tell, but when I'm looking, you can probably see, and you probably see in the thumbnails of my videos, you can probably see like one eye. That's probably it. But yeah, that's it. What's the longest time you've been on a call? On a phone call? Ugh. That's going back to like high school. Something like that. I don't know. Probably 3 hours. I don't know. I've been on conference calls before for work stuff that seem to have gone on and on. Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know. 13 hours. Did you just write that? 13 hours? Yeah, I would have said my phone's died. Or the trick I've been doing lately with my buddies, when they call and they just don't shut up, the mute button, I just keep hitting it real fast. And I say, hey, guys, I don't know what's going on. I think I'm losing service. And I say it clearly but slowly and just keep hitting that mute button, like over and over and over again. And it makes it sound like you're breaking up and then you just hang up. Shut your phone off. Next day, shoot him a text. Hey, sorry about that. Something was going on with the service, lost you. Then my phone died. Again, New England sarcasm. Welcome says he is an eraser. Just kidding. He says he ate one. Well, I remember my first eraser. We all know what erasers taste like. They're welcome. Okay, sorry. I can't tell from any of this. Look like you have a. All right, yeah. Well, don't eat erasers. That's not a good thing to do. Even though all of us know what it tastes like, don't eat them. They're not good for you. Drink water. That's what you should be doing. So you can get that eraser through you. You know, I know you're kidding. Or if you're not kidding, then actually take my advice and don't do that again. Let's see. Did you check out Tally Hall from last live, like I told you? Tally Hall. I don't remember this. I'm sorry. What was Tally Hall? I remember your name in the live feeds before. I just don't remember what that is. Oh, a band from 2002. Right. Okay, so I was in the middle of playing guitar and trying to play other stuff, and you mentioned Tally Ho. Hang on. I'm going to get a piece of paper. I keep saying... Every time I do one of these feeds, somebody says something to me. I look up. Tally Ho. Band. Welcome is the name of the person who asked me to look it up. So I just wrote that down. Consisting of 5 members. Oh, right. Oh, it was the question of who would you put, yes. Somebody came in last time and said the last 20 years, the best band members to put together to make a super band. It is a tough question. It really has to go by genre for me. So, but that one was fun to think about. It's funny that I picked all very kind of hard rock guys that can also do the soft stuff they needed to. So, Welcome says they are a cat and they like to eat Twinkies. Cool. I know I read that wrong. I'm just joshing with you. Yeah, don't let your cat eat Twinkies. They don't like sugar. They shouldn't have to have sugar. Well, I'm sorry he did that. That's no good. I'm actually going to be doing a live at some point here. I don't know if it's going to be this week with Ug Chugs, Chad from Ug Chugs. We did one on his channel, and we both went live together at the same time. We did it through his channel, so that'll be fun. He wants to do one on my channel, just to reciprocate. And that one's tough because we won't be able to talk to everybody in the live where we'll be talking to each other. But it'd be fun for you guys to tune in. And if you guys let me know, do you enjoy watching the live feeds in vertical format? Vertical seems to get more people in here, but would you rather have a long format? If anybody is in here that watches other live feeds, welcome writes yes. So you like watching the vertical? Okay. I didn't know if it was because you'd be able to see more if I was streaming horizontally. The chat would be underneath and be a full, screen. Because there are some people that have been in the lives before that say that they watch all of my videos on their big screen TV. So it almost be nicer to have Sabrina writes vertical. Okay, we're all good. I'll just keep it going with vertical. When Chad from Ug Chugs and I did a live feed, it actually made it square, I think. Maybe somewhat put it in the horizontal aspect ratio, but it kind of ended up looking square. So. But it makes sense because most people are holding onto their phones and they want it to be vertical. but you'd still be able to hold on to there, but the comments would be underneath. And usually it is that way for most live feeds anyway. So we'd probably be able to see better, but I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I should try it one day. Then you guys could let me know in the lives if it's good or bad. Even though you already did right now. Okay, this is a new one. Don't rip up my finger. Prabitha, hey, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. Thanks for tuning in. I'm on saucers. Saucers on saucers and saucers. So that's what I'm doing right now. In fact, I'm going to try to take 4 of these saucers. I'll be right back. Through these, for these next ones, Angela or Prabitha, I just came. All right, nice. Yeah, no, appreciate it. Thanks for tuning in. Angela writes, what's more comfortable for you? It really doesn't matter. This way I can actually it's like a long enough. So like if there wasn't a wall, like that's a wall right there. So if there wasn't a wall right there, I'd be able to push this back more and you'd be able to see, my whole body at least. And, the wheel a little better. If I was to do it horizontal, you'd probably see from here down in the wheel. So, I don't know. I'm here to please you guys. It doesn't matter for me, but I do appreciate you, Angela. Do you know the band Weezer? No, I never heard of it. Just kidding. Do you want to destroy my sweater? Oh, yes, I've heard of Weezer. Prabitha, you were so good, not gonna lie. I appreciate it. You're so nice. I appreciate your kindness. It's nice to be able to see your face. Okay, yeah, I know, and I gotta figure out a different setup. That way you can, because if it was back this far, you'd be able to see my face. Like more so. I'm gonna figure out something. Just some ideas rolling around in the head. If you like to be able to see your face. The next few ones, I'm pretty sure I can throw these sitting down. So let's do that. I only have a few more saucers I need to make anyway. So I'll hang out with you guys. I don't normally sit. I don't need to look at a scraper. Buddy Holly. Yes. I do know that song. Yes, I think so. Look like Buddy Holly. Yeah. Weezer came out when that was late 90s, I think. Your first album. They're alright. They definitely hit the scene pretty good. And Mary, yeah, continuation. Oh, Mary Tyler Moore. Yes, yep, I know the song. Why, is that your jam? They're welcome. I got all the new bats out today. See, so these wooden bats that I use, my dad actually went and got me new ones, and I haven't had new ones since I've been using the same ones for 24 years or so, and they haven't warped. These ones are so tight when they go on that you need a scraper, and I always forget, and I try to grab my fingers because that's how I do it with one that's not new. but yeah, so it's amazing how well, and how, because these are made out of MDF board, and how well MDF has come along. Because back in the beginning, my making in the 80s and early 90s, that it was MDF board was horrible. I feel bad for anybody that had anything made out of that. So yeah, this is an odd, as you can see, like when you stand and throw, like you bend over and you can use your weight to center. So when I'm sitting like this, I'm like very up and it just feels awkward, which most people sit. But for this kind of throwing, I most certainly can sit throw. Thanks for everybody who hit the like buttons in here. I think we have 9 likes or something like that, so that's nice of you. And if you're enjoying what you're watching, you're just tuning in, definitely subscribe. And I go live when I can. And I kind of skipped out on everybody. I apologize for anybody who was waiting to see something go live. Last week, I think I only went live once or something. So I'm going to try to make up for it this week, but I got a lot of stuff going. A lot of random jobs going on. So I'm actually going to switch over. I don't know if I'm going to, at one of the live feeds, I might go from my other wheel. So it'll be a whole different view for you. Because that other wheel I use for other color clay bodies. And I have a large estate order that I need to make in red. So maybe I will do that on a live feed, which will be a whole different vibe. So making red clay is just a whole different clay body, so it'll look completely different. It's not as clean as this, that's for sure. And you get a little bit of red on a shirt or anything. That shirt's over with. Still with iron. So. Can't believe it's end of August already. This is what happens when you work every day. You're like, what? It's the end of August? What the heck happened? Didn't even put my feet in the ocean this year. Angela writes, that'd be nice. Oh, cool. Yeah, I'll definitely, I'll stream that one too then. When I do that. The thing I have to do, the stream might actually not just be making pots, because what happens is that you can see these wooden bats that I make on. I have to wash all these impeccably, and the best way to do that, I'll show you right now. But so I'd have to do that, put the fans on those, get them to dry up, and then I could use those. Because if you don't, and you leave, say you make a red pot on top of this bat that has white clay remnants, the white clay will be on the bottom of the red pot, and that won't be a good thing. So, but the best way to clean these sorry, I'm an 80s public school kid. What do you expect? So, put the bat on. Wash it with one type of water, and then I would need another bucket of cleaner water yet to do the same thing to get it as clean as possible. Then you'd have to flip it over, and so you can see this one. Actually, I'm not going to do it to this one because this one already has red clay on it. So if I mix that in with my stuff that I'm making right now, I'll have red clay on my white pots, which would be good. So then you put these off to the side, you let them dry. If you need to, you do it again. So yeah, and the state order I think is, oh, I don't know, probably 30, 40 pots with saucers, something like that. So it'd be a long life, but maybe I'll do that. I'm gonna have to do that soon. Saucy man. I love the way clean stage your shirt. This actually gets cleaned up. Me Caesar. Yeah, this actually I did clean it, and then I got it dirty again quickly. I cleaned my smocks, as we call them. But yeah, they when I throw red clay, maybe I'll use a white t-shirt and just ruin it. That would be funny. Let's see. Welcome says, can you try and go live on December 6th? That's my birthday. My birthday's December 8th. So I don't know. Maybe I could go December 6th. We'll see. I can't give you any promises, but we'll see. December can be crazy up here in New England. We might have down trees and snowstorm and not have Wi-Fi to even run it. But yeah, I'll try to do that for you. Welcome. So you're a December baby as well. New fashion design. Yep. Angela Vox. You can't really move a wall. No, I can't really move a wall. King. I got it. Welcome, Red Zogi. I actually watched I guess it's the fourth installment of the Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes movie the other day, which was all right. Wasn't expecting much, but I watched it. Okay. I mean, it was better than that old Mark Wahlberg one. That was horrible. But yeah, my shirts, it's funny because they do look like, yeah, they do look, you could tell that I just wipe my hands across my chest all the time. Welcome, Raitoki. And then she writes, right? She writes thoughts on South Park. Yeah, Trey Parker and Matt Stone. They I'm surprised they're still doing what they're doing. They've kept up. I'm gonna give them that. And to not be kicked off the airwaves for some of the stuff they've done is cool. But yeah, I kind of enjoy it. Favorite characters in South Park. Cartman and Chef. Did that work for you? And the guy who owns the City Walk. Actually, the guy who owns the City Walk. He's my favorite character. Trey Parker's. Actually, if you're looking at that, check out their older movies. Because before they did South Park, they did a bunch of movies. And those movies, yeah, I don't know how old you are, so I can't recommend this yet. How old are you, welcome? This is before I give you any recommendations. Obviously, by me asking you, I'm assuming you're younger than the recommendations that I should be giving you. Saucy man, Ben, what funky shape That's a great way to put it, right? What shape, what funky shape drawn on the U.S. map do you live in? I live in Connecticut, northwestern part of Connecticut. And sometimes we refer to this as pathetic. Because New England humor. But yeah, I'm in Connecticut. And Saucy Man, I've asked you this before, and I know this. I'm trying to access memory bank. You're up in like Canada, aren't you? Do I have that right? Like Vancouver? Do I have that right? Sauce Man, I'm sorry if I got that wrong. And welcome. How old are you? We need to know the answer. Obviously, I can't give you a recommendation on a movie. If you're too young. Oh yeah, I don't even know if you guys can see what I'm doing. Oh, you can. I'm just, at the end of every saucer session, I have to just clean up these tools. Now I'm going to still hang with you guys for a bit. Buddy's barking. He barks at everything. He scared a squirrel so much out of a tree earlier. Not today, yesterday. It was kind of sad. Thing fell about 20 feet and went boom. I mean, that's exactly what it sounded like. But thing got up and still browbeat him. Hello. Sorry I was too late. Oh, no. Well, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you. I'm sorry I went on a little earlier today. I usually try to go on in the evenings or later, but I haven't even eaten dinner yet. I needed to take care of this. I packed a bunch of orders, and then I needed to make a few saucers and all this stuff. So I did. What did I do? That's 32. So I made 44 saucers while I was on the live here. 97 minutes? That's pretty good. Saucers go quick, but they have to dry slower than everything else. So they might seem like they're being made really quickly, but they actually take a lot longer than some of the other stuff. Because if I dry them too quickly, they will crack. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you. Sauce Man, was I right? Are you in? All right, Sauce Man, I was asking you. You asked where I was from. And I said Connecticut. And then I asked you where you're from. And I think I remember that you were in Canada. But I could be wrong. And I'm sorry if I am wrong. Angela writes, is that your puppy? That's a heck of a puppy. What kind? He is, I don't really know. He's a rescue dog. I got him from a kill shelter in South Carolina, during the pandemic. And I thought he was a yellow lab. He's not a yellow lab. But yeah, he's awesome. And he's 55 pound. He can jump. It's insane. I'm 6'1". He can jump up, kiss my forehead, like flat. He's on springs. It's insane. No, that's Joel. I'm in New Jersey. Oh God, yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to confuse you two. Okay, New Jersey, Sauce Man, New Jersey, Saucy Jersey. How do I mix this up? I gotta do the Michael Scott thing from The Office. Be like, sauce. What kind of sauce was made in New Jersey? I don't know. They make Hellman's down there or something. They make V8 or V8 juice. Wait a minute. That's not a sauce. How am I gonna do this? Gotta think of something to remember that. So just setting up for the nice clean bat for tomorrow's throw. Or before tomorrow's already back to the shop. Wow, okay. I usually don't go to the shop on Mondays and Tuesdays. I make pots just at home on those days. So tomorrow I have to make pots early in the morning until 11 or so, then stop, then go down to the shop, come back, and then get everything cleaned off, and then I'll try to go live again. But before I leave, maybe I'll send you guys out with some music like I did in the past here, right? I appreciate everybody that's tuned in tonight and hung out. And Sauce Man, I gotta figure out how to... There's gotta be like a sauce that was made in New Jersey. If I keep saying it, then I'm gonna get it. No, alright. Thanks for hitting all those hearts, guys. That's nice of you. Maybe it's a little music time. I haven't played my guitar since the last live feed. That's just the way things go, I guess. I literally used to play my guitar at least 4 hours of my day, every single day. And it's turned into a once in a while thing. But if I play on here, then that gives me time to do it, I guess. So, I don't know. If you guys like it, you like it. If you don't, I'm sorry. Last time we were playing, people were throwing out names of bands and I was trying to play songs from their stuff. I just have to change my shirt. All right, sorry. Had to do that off camera. No one wants to see yet. I gotta break out old red, right? What does this say? Angela, yes, we love to hear you play. Okay, cool. Sauce Man writes, do you know any or DMB songs? Wow. Now you're really... Tune. I don't know what happened there. Something ain't right. You're really testing my brain here. what's some of the other ones? Version all along to watch her. Oh man, yeah, you're right. A lot of people don't do it. I'll go. What was the other one? Was that one, he really threw me out in a loop there. Right, that one straight back in the 90s. Let's see here. Leonard Skinner. Yeah, I know some Skinner. These are all the ones like you first learn on the guitar. Angela, thank you. They keep throwing like bands at me. This is what we did last time. It's hard because if you're gonna throw bands at me, I might be able to know some of them. I mean, the DMB, wow, that was pretty. I had to really go back in my head for that. See any other ones coming in, so alright. Yeah, I'll just play random stuff. If somebody has a band that I know, you can mention it and I'll try to figure out what others are. No, Angela, I'm just having fun. Thank you though. Angela, who's your favorite band? This key reminds me of a lot of like all my brother's stuff. This is a little trick I do on here. So a lot of people use like a whammy bar. So I just take my bridge and I just pull it. So if I hit a... So I don't need a whammy bar. This is a little trick. Sorry, Sauce Man. I don't remember a lot of other Dave Matthews stuff. I had 3 of them, I think. My water pump. Ooh. And Sauce Man. I think there was one more I remember. I got it. If I keep thinking about it, I might remember more. That brings me right back to 95. Maybe pizza sauce from New Jersey. Yeah. Maybe kind of, yeah, from New York. Oh. I'm just gonna call him Bruce Springsteen. Jovi. Saucy Jovi. guy, he kills it. He does a lot of covers too, though. So like he does a lot of Hendrix stuff and. But yeah, he's killing. So yeah, he does definitely a lot of. Like I said, he's got that Hendrixy kind of. Through the clouds with a circus man running around. Butterflies and divas and moves and fairy tales. That's all she ever talks about. Riding the wind. Stick way. You've been what? Looking for ages. I've been looking for ages. I know. Well, I haven't been doing lives lately, so appreciate you tuning in. T-Rex, you are a furry little fish stick. I know. You remember that one. I called you that. That's gonna stick in your head, right? You were saying some stuff, but I just said that you said that you were a furry little fish stick. Well, welcome back to the live feed there, you furry little fish stick. You like cheese. Some keeps falling out. I think the I can't say your name. I'm so sorry. I'm just sorry, but thank you. Bye-bye. All right, take care, guys.